years, the Hart and Simmons Leadership Program have been taking annual bike trips across Texas, but this year they're taking it up just a notch. Here with us now is Steve Garuffi and Zach Hammond. Welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today.
It's great
you
to be
guys
here.
are taking bicycling to a whole new level, or a whole new distance. Steve, welcome today. You're not a Texan, but you are here visiting us with your book, Under a Triumphant Sky. You have actually bicycled across the United States a couple of times.
I have. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
It's kind of a big endeavor to undertake.
It is, but it's so worth it. I took up biking about 10 years ago, and it really is the ultimate challenge to ride from coast to coast. So for anyone who's ever dreamed about doing something like that, or whatever their travel aspirations are, I encourage them to go for it.
Okay. Yeah, you're actually a licensed counselor. You're in Colorado at this time. Yeah, but this is a great thing as far as self-esteem building, as team building goes, as, like you said, following your dream and finding a passion and then getting your mental health in order to be strong enough to do something like this.
Yeah.
I would dare say. And that's kind of what your book talks about, and because you did it by yourself. You went solo.
I did go solo. It was a 46-day trip, and then I did get to write a memoir about my trip. And I always say it's like there's a lot of physical endurance. You have to be fit to do it, but then also I think a lot of it is mental. You have to really be mentally strong and saying, okay, one day at a time, I'm just going to ride to the next town.
Small, one bite at a time. We just take one bite, one step, one day, one moment.
That's right, yeah.
And you can get there. So you're here, and you're actually talking to the Hart and Simmons students tonight. You'll be at the library tomorrow with your book at 9 a.m. and the senior
10 a.m.
10 a.m. and then 1 o'clock is the senior Rose Park Center with your book as well.
That's right, yeah. I'll be at the library at 10. I'll have maps, my bicycle, other props, talking about just the funny stories, the hard things, about what it's like to bike across America. And then I'll be selling my book too.
Okay.
And I'll be at the senior center at 1 o'clock.
So you're kind of a mentor. Zach, you're with Hart and Simmons.
Yes, ma'am.
This is your first bike. In fact, you started bicycling yesterday?
Yes, ma'am. On a 20-mile ride.
Yesterday. However, you are an athlete there at Hart and
Yes.
Simmons, and you're part of the Hart and Simmons Leadership Program.
Yes, ma'am.
And so this is really a team-building event that you guys have done, or they've done, and you're joining in this year to bicycle with them. And you guys are going to go from down at Del Rio up by Lake Superior?
Yes.
Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, ma'am. Bigger the better.
The bigger, the better. Okay, and you've not cycled, clearly you've probably ridden a bicycle at some point in your life, but
Yes.
you've never taken a trek like this.
No, ma'am. Not all the way. Not anywhere near this far.
So how many of you guys are going?
There's 10 of us, 10 students going, and then 2 old men.
Two. I don't know that they would be called old men themselves, but you've got 2 mentors, 2 leaders to take you
Yes.
all the way up. And you're going to have some cars and people coming along behind you. So if people want to help sponsorship, if they want to help with water, or they want to help with meals and that kind of thing, they can make contributions. This is a team building experience.
Yes, ma'am.
How does that work?
Each of us have a different section that we're doing. I'm over finance and logistics. I do all of that fun stuff. And then we have different sections for different students.
Okay.
And all of our plans come together for one big trip.
Okay, when are you guys leaving on this trip?
May 25th
All right, you're going to bicycle all the way to Canada.
by June 13th.
Okay, and hopefully you're going to have this cast off your hand.
Yes, it'll be off tomorrow.
Full mobility. All right.
Yes.
And everyone's got a bicycle now.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you practicing? Are you conditioning and training?
Yes, ma'am. My bike stays in my car anytime I get a chance.
It stays in his car. Okay. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you. Like I said, Hart and Simmons students are going to hear you tonight. You'll be at the library at 10 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Rose Park, at the Rose Park Senior Center. Zach, you guys are taking your contributions. You're taking the support and anything else that anyone wants to contribute for you guys for your trip. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a great program. We give you full support. We'll see you again before you take off and pedal away.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you'd like more information about the bike ride or what to help, you can visit the websites listed on the screen, and we will have those links posted to our website, bigcountryhomepage.com. And would you like to hear Steve speak about his experience biking across America? You can catch him tomorrow at the Downtown Public Library at 10 a.m. and then later at the Rose Park Senior Center at 1 p.m. Still to come on KTAB.